Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we dig into a headline taken from the internet coverage of the American whiskey industry. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Lenny Eckstein, Ryan the Billionaire Thompson, and Justine Mays.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hey, so yeah, we're going to be talking about some reporting of the industry again today and some hot takes on what's happening with whiskey. So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Miss Becca Sue said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, Miss Becca Sue?
Yes. Have you guys heard about this huge thing coming towards us in space right now?
No. Is it bad?
I have not, but there seems to be one about every couple years that catches headlines. I have not heard about this one.
So this one is called Atlas 3I.
Okay.
Name of it. And they are saying, like, it's being weird is one of the problems.
Okay.
It's like it's acting weird with like what it's doing. Let's see here. Let's see some and also like the reflection that it has is too, it like doesn't make any sense. It also like has light coming off the front but not off the back. Like most comets have like a tail.
Right.
It doesn't have a tail.
Uh-oh.
But there's light reflecting off the front. They just discovered that it's a lot larger than they initially thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. It was discovered on July 1st of this year is when they allegedly first saw it.
Okay.
Now suddenly NASA was doing updates on it all the time, but then NASA just put on their website that they can't do any more updates because of the lack of funding.
Well, there's a
which is interesting. It's supposed to come within 170 million miles of us in December.
Okay.
But just there's been like some weird things going on with it where people think that it's actually a alien. They think it's an actual like alien mothership.
Okay.
Is what some people have been speculating about. And like there's a lot of space talk going on. People being like, we think it's going to actually hit Earth this time, and they're got to send out a nuke to like bomb it so it doesn't like hit the moon and things like that. But have you guys ever been concerned about foreign objects in space hitting Earth before?
No. Am I concerned now either? No. I always
got too much other shit to worry about.
Right,
Sorry.
right. Yeah. And if it does hit you, you're just gone anyway. So who cares?
And I would have to say that if it is an actual UFO, they're gonna pull up, look out the window, and then keep going.
Keep going.
Fair.
They're like, that's a dumpster fire there. So we'll go on to another.
The whole world is on
galaxy.
fire. Let's stop at the next rest area.
Right.
I kind of think about it a little bit in a weird way, and like, and I'm not too weird of a way, but like this is broader than it maybe sounds. But like, I like the idea of having as reasonably self-sufficient of a let's get out of here. Like there's no water, electricity. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I feel like it would be embarrassing to get hit by a large object like that and be like, well, shit. I mean, they were warning us about it, but I didn't do anything. You know, like I go camping anyway. Might as well have like a rig that's got all the stuff I need.
Okay.
So I do think about that, but different direction. You know, I like the idea of these theories of what it could be. Like, could it be carrying the real new Taylor Swift album as opposed to the one nobody likes?
Right. Maybe it's it's a good one.
Maybe it's carrying the Epstein files.
Epstein files could be.
All the things it could be.
Yeah.
I am intrigued by it, and I think it's interesting, but I don't think there's a damn thing we can do if something hits the Earth and we all go kaboom. I don't know if 170 million miles away is close or far in this aspect. It seems kind of far, but I guess
seems far, but close. I guess when you're talking galaxies and whatnot, that's close, I guess. But
driving from Colorado to St. Louis.
Right. That's basically the equivalent of that you're saying when you're talking galaxies.
Yeah,
okay.
So
okay. Now I can put it in my mind what it is. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
That's helpful.
Comparison, Lenny. Appreciate it.
You guys,
you guys should start seeing stuff about it now because we're talking about it. So now it's going to pop up on your phone. So you guys can learn all about it.
Would you go easy if it is aliens? They come in there and they're, of course, we know what aliens do. There's going to be a rectal probe. If they're like, we got to process every single person. You got to stand up. You got to get. Would you fight that, or would you just be like, it's inevitable? I'm going to get the rectal probe.
What do you mean?
Just drop the drawers and bend over. Yeah. Oh yeah. The aliens always have to give the rectal probe. That's where all their scientific data comes from.
I mean, if they give you the same drugs that they give you before a colonoscopy, then why not? If you're knocked out, what does it matter?
Yeah, Steve. How about that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
All that skylight, they're not going to probe you.
I'd say no. I think I'd go. I'd go into a bunker. I think, and just hope I can wait this thing out.
Yeah.
To avoid the rectal probing. That's just me.
I would too. If that's all you have to do to avoid it, I'm definitely going in a bunker.
No, that's fair. What are you guys doing if there is a massive object hurling itself through space? That's the other thing. Is it's also not like smooth.
I gotta find Kate Upton.
The shape of it is really strange.
I gotta take my shot. I gotta take my shot with Kate Upton.
So if you know that you're down to like they're like it's gonna hit Earth soon.
Right now, I'm just letting this thing ride out and play itself out, and I'm thinking that at some point it's probably gonna work out. But if this is like, hey, we've got 4 days, well, then I gotta make a move, right? I mean.
So, Steve, what are you doing if they're like, so you can go underground?
It would get really awkward. It's like, oh, it just missed us. I'm like, oh, shit.
Son of a bitch.
I got to go home.
Steve, are you going to go underground if they're like, no, if you go underground, everything will be fine, but you're going to come out to a world that's completely gone?
Uh-huh.
Or are you just going to let yourself die because you can't survive that way?
I think I'd go underground, and I could make the most of a life.
I just can't see you in a
head to Florida. I'd start
in a post-apocalyptic world, Steve.
The beach will still be there. I can go
will,
to the beach.
Will it though?
Yeah, maybe. I'm hoping so. Maybe more beachfront.
Maybe Florida comes to you, Steve. You won't have to go anywhere. You got the ocean right out your doorstep.
Yeah, that's good. So I'd take a chance. Because you can always kill yourself. You're like, I can't live in this world. You can always get off yourself. So I'm going to take a chance at what's going on there. Yeah.
So are you going to start working on your bunker then?
Yeah, I need to work on my bunker a little bit. Yeah.
Like toilet paper.
What would you put in it?
Well, toilet paper for sure.
Can't be without that.
Yeah, gotta have that. Some of those sandwiches that I like, I'd have some of those ready to go. Doritos. I found this new kind of Doritos, and then they discontinued them, the cheddar ones. So I'd go because the stores are all blighted in that. I'd go look around and see if anybody had any left over. I'd kind of collect those, so you could have hobbies and stuff like that.
Somebody wandered into your bunker after that. They'd be like, "This is the shittiest survival bunker ever." There's
all it is some like moldy sandwiches, some fucking cheddar Doritos.
No MRE.
Those cheddar Doritos are killer.
Nothing to actually keep you alive.
Yeah.
Right. Me, that does. I'm built on that stuff. So
but maybe you can trade the Cheetos for something useful.
Right. Yeah. I start eating vegetables and shit. I'm going to shut down. I'm going to seize out. I mean, I'll be done. Yeah. Yeah.
What if there's no more Provel cheese?
I mean, let's not even talk about that, Justine.
Can't imagine.
Can't life. Imagine. That's why you keep the gun around. You might be like, I can't live in this world. So yeah. So
What if you have to drink water from a pond?
that'd be fine.
one
I'd
behind
boil
your
it.
house.
I'd boil it. I can still boil things. So yeah, that'd be okay.
Okay.
I have a lake behind my house, not a pond, by the way. So it'd be okay.
I'm just wondering. I just want to, gauge where you're at with
your
survival instincts here.
I think I'd be just fine. I think I'd be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I can't build anything or anything like that, but there's going to be some shelters and buildings left, I would assume. I just take those over.
You're going to take them over?
Yeah. I've got weapons. I'm funny. I try humor first. It worked for me in college and high school and stuff. So I try humor, and if that doesn't work, and then
And Goldie's coming out.
and then they get to meet Goldie. So hopefully we don't have to get there though. I'm hoping for a peaceful takeover.
I gotta say it. I don't think Steve's gonna survive the apocalypse.
No, come on now.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You'd be surprised. I'm a survivor. I'm 57 years into this thing. I'm still here. Yeah.
If I'm picking anybody from this group, it's Lenny.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
couldn't make it.
Yeah.
They won't have any tinned fish. Tinned fish
I
is
have no
gone.
problem
You
eating grass or whatever.
Yeah, Lenny, he'll be fine.
No, he doesn't.
Ryan, probably number
Lenny's a
two.
pacifist. He doesn't. He wouldn't be able to protect himself other than if let's have a jiu-jitsu match or something. No one's going to do that. They're going to pull out a gun. Lenny'd be like, well, I'm out. I don't really shoot guns.
I'm going Lenny 1,
No.
Ryan 2,
Mistake.
Justine 3, Steve definitely last place here.
Where are you at? Don't
I'm
forget yourself.
I'm above you.
You're above me?
You just said you.
I didn't rank myself in the list. I'm not going to rank myself. You guys can make
said-
your own list, and you can put me where you want me at. But I mean, if I'm going to rank myself, I'm probably going
last.
to go.
I think last.
I'm going to say I'd probably go around, maybe right under Lenny or right below Ryan. I'm not sure about Ryan. I don't know Ryan's actual abilities. I'm maybe assuming
He's a billionaire. The guy's
Exactly.
a billionaire. He
So,
doesn't
like,
have any abilities.
I'm assuming with like that, like
Does his staff survive? If so, maybe he's got a chance. If the staff goes, he's done.
Well, the whole thing with this, guys, what I'm thinking is, Justine, I'm not sure what your whiskey collection looks like, but certainly Laney, Beckisu, and Akeley, we all have enough whiskey to barter with, which is what I think about.
sure.
when it
I'm a
comes down
sales
to this.
guy. I'm gonna
Right.
live. I'm gonna live.
So we can barter. We have a
I can
nice,
barter.
valuable asset. So
my whole career bartering with people.
Ryan, are you useful at all?
I'm an Eagle Scout. Come on now.
Okay, just that's what I
Nice. That counts.
wanted to check.
We used to do a $1 million
nice.
event, and I was in charge of getting speakers for that event. And they had to be top-notch speakers. I'd have to hire like 20 speakers for breakout sessions, keynote, and all that kind of stuff. But and they would be like, your budget is $8,000. Like, motherfucker. I'd make it happen. I'd get a bunch of people and be like, yeah, this is a chance, come in, present for free this time. We'll pick it up there. You'd be amazed. There's so many goddamn speakers. There's millions of them.
Steve, how many speeches do you think are we giving out during the apocalypse?
Oh, a lot. People be motivational. These motivational guys will be all over the place. They'll be good. I'm just
It might
saying
not
it
be
shows
around,
my
maybe.
bartering skills.
And
I'm
the
just giving you an
Justine,
example of my bartering.
also Justine, so it's not that I don't have faith in you. I have more faith in Ryan and Lenny, but I think that you would probably I think you'd probably be okay as well. You seem like
I think I'd be the number one.
you're
I could survive a
100%
million
not number one.
I survive. Listen, look at me. I survive in an environment that I'm very
For
uncomfortable
a
with. all day.
cockroach.
I'm an introvert that lives in an extrovert role. I've already
All
established.
right,
I
Steve,
could-
what's your list? Who's at, where are your rankings at?
Well, it'll be number one. And the rest of you, I'm sorry, I don't think it goes so well for
fall
you.
into place.
I think I'm the only one that makes it out of the group. The rest of you, yeah.
Steve thinks he's the only one who makes it through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I've got a nice military base within a couple miles away from the distillery that we are very well supported by those guys. So I'm going to lean on them a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
lean in out of that
It's
one.
really who you know.
yeah.
That's
Sure.
absolutely it.
Sure.
And also where you're at. Like, that's the other thing is, like, Steve, you're in the middle of a big city, which is your downfall.
I'm on the outskirts.
Like
of it.
Lenny and Ryan are, like, literally in pretty much the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True. It's true.
Like on mountains.
Yeah.
Justine, what city are you by?
She's by Detroit. She's as close as Detroit. As
I'm going to be up there
St.
tomorrow.
Louis.
We're going to be up there tomorrow, Justine.
Hour and a half away from Detroit.
Okay.
That's good. You're on the outskirts at least. I mean, we have stuff around us, but we're still kind of, sort of the middle of nowhere-ish. We also have a bunker, so.
Sure.
Where are you going to be at in Detroit?
So we're going to be in Kalamazoo tomorrow, and then we go to the, it said Metro Detroit.
Metro Detroit. So they'll go where they're told when they get there. So
Yeah, so I'll have more information soon, but it said Metro Detroit.
more information forthcoming.
But we'll be there for tomorrow, and we leave Friday unless we're done at like a reasonable time on Thursday.
Yeah. Becca and Royce. Finally, once the apocalypse that you're talking about starts to settle down a little bit, you come down to Key West because you got that place down there to check on it. I'm living the high life down there. I'm just fucking having the time of my life. Yeah, just yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be good. I would love it. I'd be just fine. Yeah.
The fact that
I'd be eating stone crab every day. I'd be eating stone crab every day.
How are you gonna get it?
Stone crab, you can actually go, and this is the thing. Most of the fellow fishermen would be gone, so you can go catch them by hand. I've watched enough YouTube videos of people catching by hand. I know how to catch stone crab.
Do you know how to cook snow crab?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's part of the videos that you watch. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're just doing the claws. You just throw them in.
How are you getting to Key West, Steve?
I drive.
Go for a little jog.
You don't have a car.
Oh, you got a car? I got a car. I'll just get in the car.
Are you gonna put the car in the bunker with you so it doesn't get blown up?
No, some will survive. I think Elantra's gonna be fine. So yeah.
What about the electronics inside of that thing?
It's a very
get fried because
car. It's not an electronic car. It has a key that you start it with. I mean, it's old school.
What if you run out of gas?
I will address that as I go. It takes me one stop to get to Key West for gas. So if I could figure it out, there's one pump that's running, and looking for an old school one. I could figure it out. I think I only need one tank. Assuming my tank's full when it goes down, and you got a couple days, I'll make sure that tank's full. So based on that,
you can get to Key West in 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah,
from your
Elantra.
house.
It's Elantra. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, come drive with me. I'll show you.
It's similar to you and going out to St. Louis, Lenny. 170 million miles away.
Exactly.
That's all.
We'll make it, Lenny. It'll be fine.
I feel like
just not worried at all.
No.
the next ABV Network event is a survival obstacle course.
There we go.
Wouldn't be good at obstacle courses, but I'm not going to have to jump over a 14-foot net to get down
You
to
don't
Key
know
West.
that. You don't know that. What if somebody
I know.
sets up booby traps on the way down? What if somebody
Have
else?
you never
survives?
watched any of these movies that all these crazy people doing their?
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
I watched
Yeah.
The Walking Dead. They were always driving around places all the time. They moved over a bunch of different places. The
Right,
highway seemed pretty open.
Yeah.
What
You're
if
like
there
Eugene.
are other people that survived and they set up booby traps on the way down, like they could puncture your tires? Then what are you gonna do?
That happens.
Yeah. Well. Then as they approach me, I shoot and kill them and take their vehicle and then go the rest of the way down to Key West. It's pretty simple, really.
It's pretty simple. He
Pretty
says.
simple.
Eugene from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. The Walking Dead made it around. I could do it. Yeah.
It's simple.
I'm just gonna find a Walmart and hunker down.
It's just a meteor, that's all, or possible alien invasion or alien takeover.
Most people don't have the guts for it. So if they're like me, I'm gonna go. My idea is I'm going from St. Louis to Key West. First time they run into a booby trap, and then here comes the people that are gonna come do whatever they're gonna do to you. They'll be like, even though they got guns in there, they'll be like, it's so sad though. Maybe I can talk my way out of this. No, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm blasting my way out of there.
I've seen
I
you
don't
run
care
into a
about
booby
them.
trap before.
What's that?
I've seen you run into a booby trap before.
Did you? What booby trap did I hit?
In Key West.
Did I fall?
You fell for the booby trap for sure. I saw your face.
I don't. Oh.
Oh, the actual booby trap.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Now that's a different
literal
story.
booby trap.
Now, if I'm driving down the highway and there's a bunch of topless women, I'd be like, oh fuck, do I keep going or? No, I'm going to pull over for a little bit here. Then I'm getting down to Key West. I mean, yeah, that's true.
This is the weirdest apocalypse ever.
Yeah.
This is straight, just topless chicks.
Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah.
Key West, Steve Akeley.
And then
Because
you're gonna take them with you.
yeah, of course.
Like, hop on in, ladies.
Yeah, get
The
on in.
Elantra is waiting.
Yeah, the
I'm
Elantra's
going to Key West.
Going to Key West. We're only making one stop, so you may want to use the restroom before we go. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Becca. Because she doesn't believe in me.
I don't believe in you at all, Steve. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
Interesting.
I have got some Overproof from Town Branch.
Okay. It's
4
new.
barrel straight.
Plastic
Kentucky-
was coming off of it as she was talking.
Huh?
It's new. I heard the plastic coming off.
Yeah, brand new. 104 proof. I don't know how that's overproof, but
Okay. Wow, that's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Probably impossible to beat. We're going to play the game. We'll see what happens. We'll let Ryan see if he can take her down here. What do you got, Ryan?
Well, we all know the answer to that. It's going to be no, but I'll give it a shot at least. I haven't had this bottle in a while. A little Jeff the Creed wheated bourbon. So,
Nice.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. See, nothing. Got nothing.
Nothing. Okay. All right. Justine.
I have Bardstown Bourbon Company. This is the rye from their Origin series.
Okay. Okay, that was solid, but a wasted effort, really, because Becca had an explosive cork pop. She has the lead. Lenny, you're
I
next.
had a screw top. I should have just used that.
Might as well, right? Just mail it in.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I blended a new batch of bourbon, and there was one. I mean, there were a lot of great barrels that went into it, but there was one barrel that was fucking awesome, and I dumped it. And as it was dumping, and it was just about done, I was like, "Fuck! I should pull a bottle off." So I scrambled and found the bottle, and it's I got the last of what was in there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute. Becca's was explosive. Yours was nice, and then sometimes that would have won, but not going to win today. Becca still has the lead. I've got the Senator here. The Senator. All right, let's see what we got here. No, nothing going on. Very quiet Senator. Surprising. Wow. So Becca wins. Cheers to Becca.
woo.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, I've got some shocking news. One of our favorite distilleries filing for bankruptcy. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Break. What, small talk, Darren? You got something?
Yeah.
That sounds like it's going to be horrible.
Yeah. I still haven't thought of anything.
And you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about clickbait. I mean, about distilleries shutting down.
Yes, we are. So, that was the actual headline. So I used the headline from them. So it's another favorite whiskey brand files Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And the distillery, again, another favorite, the Alton Distillery.
Of course.
Are you guys fans of the Alton Distillery? Have you ever heard of it?
Where is it at?
Much about it.
Exactly. That's the problem. I think it's in the East Coast, I think, if I remember. We have an Alton in Illinois. I initially thought it was from there, maybe. What's that, Lenny?
I'm pretty sure New York, right? Yeah, Bethel, New York.
Bethel, New York, yeah. So, never even heard of it. The Alton Distiller. And then they went ahead and listed other ones, and none of us other than Lenny, who's, of course, involved in the industry and fellow small distillers, organization. So maybe he's heard some of those names. He claims. I don't think he really knows anything about them. Boston Harbor Distillery. He knows that because he goes to the East Coast a lot. So, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're in Dorchester.
Yeah. House Spirits Distillery. House Spirits. Yeah, he's a big fan of that one. McCallum and Sons. Sounds like should be a Scotch or something. Devil's River. I've heard of them. They're out of Texas. They actually have some distribution, but I don't think they're a beloved distillery by any chance. And then one sounds like a drug manufacturer, J.J. Pfister.
Pfister.
You nailed that one, Akeley.
Sounds like Pfizer to me. Sorry, it's Pfister. So I just think this is bad reporting because this is an indication of what's going on in the whiskey industry right now. This is how it's being written. I bet you if you go back 5 years after craft distilleries started open, I bet you we probably had 5 distilleries close in the year anyway. It has nothing to do with the industry, especially when you're losing these, which again aren't certainly well-known household names by any means. Maybe in their local market, maybe they do okay and have some sort of reputation there, but on a national basis, none of these are known on a national basis for sure. They're not that sort of name.
No.
I beg to differ. I disagree, particularly with House Spirits. House Spirits is the name of the distillery, and this is not uncommon for brands that people might know of to come from distilleries that the distillery isn't necessarily the brand that's out there. House Spirits created Aviation Gin, which is pretty fucking well known. Some dude, Ryan Reynolds or something, started it with them. They since sold that to, I want to say Constellation. That was years ago.
They've invested their money well, it sounds.
But they still make it at that distillery.
Sounds like they're doing well.
Nothing. And then I know it's not bourbon specifically, but in my opinion, one of the very top, if somebody asked me, like, what are my top 5 American single malts that are being made in this country, the list might rotate a bit, but Westward is some of the best American single malts out there. Like, they've been killing it in terms of, like...
They're not on this list, though. They're, again, Westward,
no,
yes.
They are. Westward, they're...
Not on this list that this person is pointing to. It wasn't in this article.
House Spirits makes Westward. That's they own the brand.
They own the brand. So they're Westward. I thought Westward was its own standalone thing.
No, it's not. It's made by House Spirits. Like they're not. I don't know how else to say it. Like they make whiskey, and that whiskey is named Westward.
Fine. Fine? So they're big enough that based on the sales, this sounds like mismanagement then, right? Or is it because the industry's gone downhill? They can't compete anymore. To me, this isn't an indication of the industry going bad. It's still not, even though they make the great aviation gin and Westward, which is a big deal on kind of the west side of the country. Are they big across the industry? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying they're the next Four Roses, but it's some phenomenal whiskey. I can't speak to their exact, like the complications of their situation. I think they filed Chapter 11, which I believe is like restructuring or something.
Right, correct. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going away. It could, but it doesn't necessarily mean.
Right. But I'll say this. There have always been, to your point, I'll echo what you said, distilleries open and distilleries close. And sometimes distilleries come back again because somebody decided to resurrect a brand because they had something cool from forever ago.
Right.
But what we're seeing now, in my estimation, is a slight shift in the landscape that isn't necessarily evident on the consumer side, or maybe it is somewhat. And it's that, again, it's like kind of more complex than I could probably speak to intelligently, but the distribution landscape has gotten weird. There's a barrier of entry to a lot of brands to get into markets they want to get into. And during the time when everybody got super hyped up, I would say like maybe during or post-COVID, or even pre that, when things were starting to bubble up, a lot of investment and enthusiasm went in. And we had conversations a few years ago, or even more recently than that, of holy crap, another massive investment in a new big distillery, because people didn't want to see the path to failure. And, without going too long on this, I think generally, it has nothing to do with me, but I chose as a small distillery to stay small. And that allows, some weathering of headwinds, but some distilleries didn't. And they went kind of big and they hired a national sales force, or they went with like millions of dollars in expansion. And so when you
I think most fall victim to that. Most think that I need to build this thing up to be the next big thing. Most don't say I'm going to stay small and I am what I am, and this is and if there's going to be any growth, it's going to be very controlled, and I'm going to set the stage for that. You've done a great example of that. But I think the industry that we're talking about here today isn't even necessarily the whiskey industry. It is the journalism industry, and this is not good journalism. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say that they make a really great single malt out of a distillery that is owned by House Spirits Distillery. This is not an indication of, and I'm not saying there's not problems in the bourbon industry now, because there are, but these here are just patterns of business. This is just, if things were going great, we're still in what, quote unquote, a boom right now. These 5 or another 5 would likely be closing, because that just happens. It's just part of business. It's not indicator. You put also, if this list says it's the place that makes baby bourbon, Hudson, if it's Hudson Bay, Buffalo Trace, and Garrison Brothers are going out of business. Now we're talking about some favorites that are going out of business. Now I'm worried. Now I'm like, there is a problem in the bourbon industry. I look at this and I say, this is just normal business. This is no different than when there's like 2,600 distilleries across the U.S. There's going to be 5 or 6 closing every year, no matter what, no matter how great things are going. It's just pattern of business.
I follow your logic. I think the only variable I would throw in there is that because things aren't going well, I think maybe we're seeing a demise at a higher pace than normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
And Akeley, to your point about journalism, maybe there's not a whole lot else to talk about out there besides this asteroid 3I or something else. Maybe they're just looking for something to write about.
We've written about as much as we could about the asteroid. Well, what else can we talk about? Yeah.
But who knows? Yeah.
I'm going to write a survival book, I think, because I think I taught you guys some stuff today.
Cannot wait to read that.
I think it's going to be a top seller. So yeah, it'll be good. So my point here was not to get anybody worried about the bourbon industry, the whiskey industry, whatever. It is just to say, once again, I don't think that is responsible. There should be some integrity, and I don't think this is journalistic integrity there we're looking at. So,
Akeley, is this AI, do you think?
Probably. Probably. That's a lot of the issues going on today, that people leave it up to AI to write this stuff. So, yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, Lenny.
I don't know. I mean, do you think that? I mean, you could be right in terms of like casting a broad net of irresponsible journalism.
Yes.
We hear a lot that the wine industry is getting the crap kicked out of them because in broad summary, people aren't drinking wine anymore, and the beer industry is getting the crap kicked out of them because people have gotten away from the IPA boom, and once they got back to craft or just American light lager or pilsner, they realize they can just buy a Coors Banquet and that kind of for a lot less. So like it seems like in beverage alcohol, there's a bit of an ass kicking going on. I don't know how many brands are like, it's awesome right now. Like I think everybody's like, fuck, it's a downturn and it's really annoying. And everybody I talk to is like, I do wish it was a couple years ago when things were easier.
Right. But it's also the problem. I mean, you guys are all in the know to some degree. If someone forced you to make a list of, in Colorado, Lenny, 10 distilleries that you'd be surprised will be there in 5 years, I think you could come up with 10 distilleries. I think you could come up with 20 maybe. There's a lot of distilleries in Colorado. This is the problem. I think there's a lot of bad distilleries out there, and I think they are going to fall by the wayside. I do think that there's going to be some pain, and there's going to be more lists like this coming out. And and again, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think when you remove the weak characters, I think you have a stronger whiskey industry, and I think we're going through that right now.
I agree with you on that. And I would go a step further and say it's not simply that there's too many distilleries; it's that the reality is, or where the real problem is there's too many bottles on the shelf from whether they be distilleries or NDPs. It can't support that kind of landscape of bottles.
Right. I worry about that situation getting worse too when I hear the prices of barrels these days. Don't you guys? I mean, all of a sudden I'm hearing, you can buy 8-year-old bourbon for $750 for a barrel. Shit. Then you get to thinking, man, how many people are going to be jumping in this business now? NDPs, I'm talking, because it's just cheap.
That's a whole other subject.
Exactly. That's not this topic, but I think it's going to be a problem. And you know what? It probably some of it's going to be very good whiskey. I mean, you see who's selling them. Potential to be some very good 8-year-old whiskey out there, 5-year-old, whatever you're seeing out there. I think is high. So
without going into too many, could be another show tangents. There's that, and then but what happens now that everybody's cut production because sales have slowed down? Do we have like right now we have like this supposed glut, but then do we have a shortage? Right.
Well, I feel like it should be mandatory for everybody in the bourbon industry, Lenny, Becca, Ryan, and folks like you guys, to go and spend a morning at Buffalo Trace and see what the hell they've got going on.
Yeah.
Those fuckers have it down. They as tough as it is in this industry right now, and you would not know that if this aliens, if they get off that ship and the Earth is fine, they just land this thing safely, and they go to Buffalo Trace, they're gonna be like, this bourbon industry must be the biggest industry in the world because it's unbelievable how many people are there buying whiskey.
Yeah, I've never been, but I've always wanted to go, so maybe I'll put it higher on the list to make an effort to get out there. Right. Take your word on that for sure, right?
Yeah. They're loading up this Walnut Hill, which is a brand that they created just by of stock that they have. You think about what they're doing. They're like, okay, here's what we can do. We can take this barrel here. We can put it into a Buffalo Trace batch that we're working on, and those will retail at the consumer level of about $22 a bottle. Or I've got another idea. Or we could take it and bottle it up in 375s, put a Walnut Hill label on there, mark it $199 and sell it in our gift shop. What should we do here? Right. And then when they do that, they can't even keep it in stock. They're writing it out in carts, bringing it out as much as they can, hundreds and thousands of bottles, and it's all gone. At the end of the day, there's not a single bottle left on the shelf. And then what will they do tomorrow? They'll do something else with another brand that they've come up with.
Good thing I'm not in charge of marketing because it would come with a sticker that said D's Walnuts.
See? Maybe that's the label for the bottle you're drinking right now, Lenny.
Yeah, maybe.
It's crazy. I encourage everyone to go there and be a part of it. I did it the other day, and it's it's incredible to see. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
they've got it down. They've pivoted and they're leading the way. So it's interesting. So there you go. There's a little bit about journalism. And Lenny's here. I think that's a good thing. Two different sides, a little perspective in there, a little bit different. So it's good. We'll wrap this up by talking about where people can find us. Lenny, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, where you can order our products shipped direct to your door pretty soon. And you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right.
Where I'll be surviving.
Ryan. He won't, by the way.
You can find us across all social media at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E. And if we're surviving, maybe I'll roll down south about 2 hours and hang out with Lenny and see what we can do together. So,
all right,
good move.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We've got a lot of things going on. We do classes, events, bourbon celebrities come in and see us when they come into town. The really good ones come by and make sure they hit us on the list. Our good friends never skip a time to come in and see us. Oh, never mind, Lenny. There, he'll be here. I swear to God. He'll be here. No, he wasn't. He didn't show up. We try to keep track of that stuff online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. Friday, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.